The peculiar sight of Rainbow Village. Once upon a time, nestled in a quiet valley, there was a village known as Rainbow Village. What made this village truly special was that every day, without fail, the sky painted itself with the vibrant hues of a rainbow. The children of Rainbow Village were always filled with wonder and curiosity about these rainbows. They longed to unravel the mystery of how they appeared and dreamed of embarking on their own adventure. One bright morning, the children gathered in the village square, their eyes sparkling with excitement. Among them was Timmy, a bright and quick-witted boy. Lily, a girl who loved to paint and draw. And Alex, a daring adventurer never afraid of a challenge. As the children chatted animatedly, Timmy suggested, "Why don't we try to find out where the rainbow comes from? Maybe we can discover its secret." Inspired by Timmy's idea, the children eagerly prepared for their quest. They packed small backpacks with snacks, water bottles, and a notebook to document their findings. With hearts full of anticipation, they set off on their journey to uncover the origin of the rainbow. Their path led them through dense forests and across meadows carpeted with emerald green grass. Arriving at the edge of a gurgling brook, Lily gazed at the water's surface, which shimmered in the dappled sunlight. Suddenly, a light bulb went off in her head, and she exclaimed, "Maybe, just maybe, the secret of the rainbow lies within the water." Without a moment's hesitation, the children waded into the clear stream, their hands playfully skimming the surface, hoping to find a clue that would reveal the rainbow's mystery. However, no matter how hard they searched, there was no sign of any hidden secrets. The sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a gentle golden glow over the land. Disheartened, they reluctantly left the brook, their faces reflecting their disappointment. Yet, just as they were about to turn away, Alex's eyes widened in amazement. He pointed to the sky and exclaimed, "Look! A rainbow!" The children gazed upwards, and there it was, a splendid rainbow arcing across the heavens. Their eyes were fixed on the glorious sight, their hearts pounding with excitement. Then, as if in response to their awe and wonder, a gentle breeze began to rustle through the trees. The rainbow seemed to come alive, its colors dancing and shimmering in the air. It was as if the wind itself had breathed life into the radiant display, making the colors even more vivid and brilliant. With a beaming smile, Timmy exclaimed, "Perhaps the secret of the rainbow isn't hidden in the water, but in the wind." The children's faces lit up with understanding and joy. They realized that a rainbow was created when sunlight passed through water droplets, causing them to refract and reflect light in a dazzling display. The gentle breeze, they realized, was the final touch, bestowing upon the rainbow its animated splendor. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange, the children made their way back to Rainbow Village, their hearts brimming with newfound knowledge and a deeper appreciation for the natural world. From that moment on, the children of Rainbow Village cherished every rainbow they saw, knowing that each one held a secret they had been fortunate enough to discover. The rainbow became a symbol of their connection to nature, a treasure forever etched in their hearts. The next morning, the children gathered once again, their eyes shining with determination. They were eager to continue their quest and find out more about the enchanting rainbows of Rainbow Village. Timmy, with his trusty map in hand, led the way. The path they followed wound through the heart of the forest, where tall trees whispered secrets to the wind. Birds sang cheerful melodies, providing a soundtrack to their adventure. Lily, with her imagination running wild, sketched the vibrant flora and fauna they encountered along the way. Her drawings captured the essence of the forest, from the delicate petals of wildflowers to the mischievous squirrels that darted among the branches. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew cooler and the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating dappled patterns on the forest floor. Alex, always the adventurer, kept an eye out for signs of wildlife and hidden treasures. His keen senses were a valuable asset to the group. After what felt like hours of exploration, they emerged from the forest onto a wide, sun-drenched meadow. The grass swayed gently in the breeze, and the children paused to take in the breathtaking view. In the distance, they could see a small hill, and curiosity drove them forward. Upon reaching the hill, they discovered a patch of colorful wildflowers. Lily couldn't resist plucking a few and weaving them into a garland, which she proudly wore around her head. The vibrant hues of the flowers seemed to mirror the brilliance of the rainbows they sought to understand. Timmy, always analytical, knelt down to examine the ground. He noticed something intriguing, a collection of tiny, glistening dewdrops that clung to the blades of grass. It was as if the meadow held a secret of its own, hidden in plain sight. With a spark of inspiration, Alex suggested, perhaps the dewdrops have something to do with the magic of the rainbows. Let's observe them closely. The children gathered around the dewdrops, observing how they caught the sunlight and refracted it into miniature rainbows. It was a mesmerizing sight, and they couldn't help but marvel at the beauty hidden in the simplest of things. As the day began to wane, casting a warm, golden glow across the meadow, the children decided to head back to Rainbow Village. They carried with them a newfound appreciation for the natural world and a sense of wonder at the mysteries they had uncovered. With their hearts full of excitement, they looked forward to the next chapter of their adventure, a journey that promised even more discoveries and enchanting revelations about the magical rainbows that graced their beloved village. The following day, the trio set out with renewed vigor, their spirits high and eyes bright with anticipation. Their destination was a sparkling stream that they believed held the key to understanding the rainbows. The forest welcomed them with a chorus of cheerful bird songs and the gentle rustle of leaves. Timmy led the way, his eyes scanning the surroundings for any clues that might lead them to the answers they sought. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew cooler and the scent of earth and moss filled their noses. The path became narrower, winding around ancient trees and over small wooden bridges that spanned babbling brooks. Finally, they arrived at the stream, a ribbon of crystal-clear water that wound its way through the heart of the forest. Sunlight danced on the surface, casting shimmering reflections onto the mossy rocks below. Lily, always attuned to nature's beauty, knelt beside the stream, captivated by the play of light on the water. She dipped her fingers in, feeling the cool, refreshing touch. With a twinkle in her eye, she whispered, "I think the stream holds secrets of its own." Alex, adventurous as ever, rolled up his sleeves and waded into the stream. He carefully examined the rocks, peering into the nooks and crannies, hoping to find a clue. Suddenly, he let out an excited shout, "Look, everyone! I found something!" The others rushed over, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Alex held up a smooth, translucent stone that seemed to glow with an inner light. It was unlike any stone they had ever seen. Timmy took the stone in his hands, turning it this way and that. This might be it. This stone could be the key to understanding the magic of the rainbows, he declared, his eyes shining with excitement. With newfound determination, the children set about examining the area around the stream. They discovered a hidden grove of ferns, their fronds unfurling like delicate fans. The sunlight filtered through the canopy, creating a magical, dappled pattern on the forest floor. As the day wore on, the children's energy began to wane. They decided to leave the stream, but not without promising each other that they would return with their findings. They left the forest that day with a sense of accomplishment and wonder. The translucent stone held a promise of unraveling the mysteries of the rainbows, and they couldn't wait to share their discovery with the rest of Rainbow Village. Little did they know, their adventure was only just beginning. And more enchanting surprises awaited them on their quest to unlock the secrets of the rainbows that painted their village with such magical beauty. The next morning, the children's excitement bubbled over as they prepared for their next adventure. Timmy carefully wrapped the translucent stone in a soft cloth and secured it in his backpack. They were ready to explore the heart of the forest, where legends spoke of the mystical Whispering Woods. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew cooler, and the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating a dappled pattern on the forest floor. The path was now adorned with small, delicate wildflowers that nodded their heads in greeting. Lily, with her sketchbook in hand, couldn't resist capturing the beauty around her. She drew the wildflowers, the moss-covered rocks, and even a curious squirrel that peered down at them from a branch above. As they walked further, the trees seemed to close in around them, creating a cozy, enchanted atmosphere. The forest floor was blanketed in soft, emerald moss that cushioned their steps. After what felt like hours of exploration, they arrived at the heart of the forest, a clearing surrounded by ancient, towering trees. The air was filled with a hushed stillness, broken only by the soft rustling of leaves. "This must be the Whispering Woods," Timmy whispered, his voice filled with reverence. The children stepped into the clearing, their senses heightened. They closed their eyes and listened, hoping to catch the whispered secrets of the woods. Suddenly, a gentle breeze swept through the trees, carrying with it a soft, melodic murmur. The leaves seemed to sway in rhythm, creating a gentle, natural melody that filled the air. Lily's eyes sparkled with delight. "Listen. The woods are whispering to us." Alex, always alert to adventure, knelt down to examine the forest floor. He noticed a peculiar arrangement of fallen leaves, forming what seemed to be an ancient symbol. "This must be a sign," he declared, his eyes gleaming with excitement. Timmy carefully placed the translucent stone at the center of the symbol, and something magical happened. The stone began to emit a soft, golden glow, illuminating the forest around them. The Whispering Woods seemed to come alive, the leaves rustling with newfound vigor. It was as if the very heart of the forest responded to their presence. The children exchanged amazed glances, realizing that the forest held a secret, a connection to the rainbows they cherished. As the sun began its descent, casting a warm, golden light over the Whispering Woods, the children knew it was time to leave. They gathered their belongings, but not before promising to return to this magical place. With hearts full of wonder, they made their way back to Rainbow Village, eager to share their incredible adventure. They now knew that the Whispering Woods held a key to understanding the rainbows, and their quest was far from over. Little did they know, even more enchanting discoveries awaited them on their journey to unlock the secrets of the rainbows that painted their beloved village with such magical beauty. The days passed quickly, and the children's excitement only grew stronger. They knew they were on the brink of something extraordinary. With the translucent stone carefully tucked away, they set out for the next leg of their adventure, the enchanted meadow. The path led them through a grove of tall, ancient trees, their branches reaching out like welcoming arms. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating a play of light and shadow on the forest floor. Birds flitted from branch to branch, filling the air with their cheerful melodies. As they emerged from the forest, the children were greeted by the sight of the enchanted meadow. It stretched out before them, a sea of swaying grass and vibrant wildflowers. The gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of blossoms, and the air seemed alive with magic. Lily's eyes widened in delight, and she couldn't resist running through the meadow, her laughter mingling with the rustling of grass. Timmy and Alex followed, their spirits lifted by the sheer beauty of the scene. In the heart of the meadow, they discovered a small pond, its surface reflecting the colors of the sky. It was a peaceful oasis, and the children couldn't resist sitting by its edge, their fingers trailing in the cool water. As they gazed into the pond, they noticed something extraordinary. The translucent stone Timmy had placed at the center of the whispering woods seemed to come alive, casting a radiant glow on the water's surface. "It's like a miniature rainbow," Lily exclaimed, her eyes shining with wonder. Timmy carefully picked up the stone, and as he held it, the colors seemed to dance and shift. It was as if the stone itself held the power to create rainbows. Excitement filled the air as the children realized they were onto something truly magical. They spent hours experimenting with the stone, discovering how it interacted with light and water. They even tried holding it up to the sunlight, watching in awe as it cast a shimmering spectrum of colors onto the grass. As the day began to wane, casting a warm, golden glow over the meadow, the children knew it was time to head back to Rainbow Village. They carefully placed the stone back in Timmy's backpack, knowing it held a secret that would help them unravel the mysteries of the rainbows. With their hearts full of anticipation, they made their way home, eager to share their discoveries with the rest of the village. They now knew that the enchanted meadow held a special connection to the rainbows, and their quest was far from over. Little did they know, even more enchanting revelations awaited them on their journey to unlock the secrets of the rainbows that graced their beloved village with such magical beauty. The following morning, the children awoke with a sense of purpose. Their journey had led them through forests, streams, and meadows, and now they were determined to put together the pieces of the puzzle. With the translucent stone carefully wrapped in its cloth, they gathered in the village square, their faces filled with anticipation. They knew it was time to visit the wise old sage who lived on the outskirts of Rainbow Village. It was said that the sage held knowledge of the natural world that surpassed anyone in the village. The path to the sage's dwelling was lined with vibrant wildflowers and tall, ancient trees. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming blossoms, and the forest seemed to welcome them with open arms. Finally, they arrived at the sage's cottage, a quaint, moss-covered dwelling nestled at the edge of the woods. The sage greeted them with a warm smile, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "You seek answers, young ones?" he asked, his voice carrying a sense of knowing. With excitement and respect, Timmy explained their journey, from the discovery of the translucent stone to the magical experiences in the whispering woods and the enchanted meadow. The sage listened attentively, nodding occasionally. When Timmy finished, the sage's eyes sparkled with recognition. "You have embarked on a truly magical quest," he said. "The rainbows that grace your village hold a secret that connects the elements of nature in a dance of colors. He went on to explain that rainbows are formed when sunlight passes through water droplets in the air, creating a spectrum of colors through refraction. The translucent stone they had found was a special crystal that had the ability to enhance this natural phenomenon. The whispering woods, the enchanted meadow, and even the clear stream, all play a role in this wondrous dance of colors, the sage continued. Each element of nature contributes to the magic of the rainbows you hold dear. The children listened in awe, absorbing the sage's words like sponges. They now understood that their adventure had not only uncovered the secrets of the rainbows, but had deepened their connection to the natural world. As they left the sage's cottage, they felt a renewed sense of wonder and gratitude for the beauty that surrounded them. They knew that their village was truly a magical place, and they were lucky to call it home. With their newfound knowledge, they returned to Rainbow Village, eager to share their discoveries with their friends and families. They knew that the rainbows would forever hold a special place in their hearts, and they would continue to cherish the natural wonders that filled their beloved village with such enchantment. And so, the children of Rainbow Village lived happily ever after, knowing that every rainbow was a reminder of their extraordinary adventure and the magical secrets that nature held.